Adrianna from Starbound Prosperity. Today I'm going to be kind of resetting the budget for the new year. I'm going to be closing out December and then I'm going to be starting January. Within this, it's already, let's see, January 3rd. So I am going to do my first unstuffing of the year just to get settled, and it might be a little bit longer of a video, but that's fine. It's a reset, so I'm excited about it, and I hope you are too. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with unstuffing everything from this week, because this week was kind of interesting. So let's see if I can do this. So I'm gonna have to take out some money from the bank. So let's start off with that, because we did spend a little bit in here. So there actually needs to be, so we had $1,225 in the bank, and with all of the credit cards that we paid off because we overspent in December, we're going to, let's see, so I need to make sure there's $839 in the bank. So I'll leave this and this, so the 25, and I'll leave 200s. This I'm taking out, so I'll put the 500 here, so that would be 700, so I need one more 100. 800, so I need a 10. So that's 835, so I'll need $9, and I think I'm just gonna, or $4 more. I'm just going to take the dollars and put $4. So 1, 2, 3, $4. Alright. Alright, so in the bank we should have 500, 600, 700, 800, 20, 35, 36, 30s, come on. 36, 37, 38, 39. So 839 left in the bank. And this is going to be the rollover for February, because right now we're a month ahead, since we're only on one income right now, so we decided to buffer for January bills. So this is just rolling over into February. So think of this like I said, the month ahead. So $839 in the bank. Alright. So I know that was considered an unstuffing, but let's see. So we took out rent on the 1st of January, since this is the 3rd right now, so I'll take out all of this. And this also includes our renter's insurance. For anybody new, my categories are in Spanish. I currently live in the Southwest and have a bilingual speaker as a husband, so I did want to collaborate a little bit with the budget, since it is our budget. Alright, so 2,000 20, 40, 60. Wait a minute, really? 20, oh wait, oops, there's the 5. So 2,065, 67, 69, 2,069 in rent. So I'll take that out. And also the last, so sustento actually was bolstered up a little bit to 600 because I got paid on the 27th of December, but I have to make our budget last until, at least for food anyway, last until the 10th of January. So this does have $600 in sustento, which is Spanish for sustenance, and this is kind of like our grocery budget. We just wanted to change it into something different though, because it's not always groceries, it's a mix of groceries and then DoorDash, but sometimes we put that together based in our scenario or situation that week. So in sustento, we're gonna take out money for some spindrifts, which are like sparkling waters, and also one run for the grocery store, which was like $82. So let me just see how much it would be. So sustento, we would take out $100. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take it out from here then. So that was, like I said, the grocery run and then some sparkling waters. So now we should have 500 still in here. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, 460, 470, 480, 85, 90, 490, 492, 494, 496, 497, 498, 499, 500. 500 in sustento. Doing great so far, a month in from our paycheck, so that tracks. So servicios is utilities in Spanish, and this has to do with our electricity, internet, DoorDash, and then also our phone when it needs to be due. But as of right now, our phone bill is through Mint Mobile, so it's a yearly subscription. So we just lump sum it, and we don't really save up for it like a normal sinking fund. We just take it out of our savings. So that's been working for us so far. So servicios, nothing right now because it's only the 3rd. Casa, we're keeping the $50. Casa is home or household, and I'm gonna keep this in here for a calendar and a planner because we don't have a planner right now for 2025. So I'm just keeping that in there right now. Salud, which is health, it also includes like our clothing and things like that. So that is getting nothing, or that has nothing. We're not taking out anything from there. Amor is love in Spanish, and we are taking out a little bit from here because we did have pizza. Let's just see how this goes because we might be over budget the rest of the month because we only have another 50 for discretionary spending, which is what we call that, besides our bills. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what happens. So we spent $45 on pizza. So let me just put 50 and then put 5 back. And celebration has nothing, which is celebration in Spanish. That has to do with birthdays, holidays, anything like that. Flight, nothing in here. Emergency, nothing. Project. I actually wanted to update this. So, emergency is fully funded. For those of you that don't know, I actually don't have any debt. So, luckily enough, before my husband and I got married, we were able to pay off our debts. So this is an emergency fund. It used to be 10 grand, but now it's 30 grand. And that has to do more with just inflation. It's crazy. So we bumped that up. And then Proyecto, which is the project fund. This was mainly bolstered up for property ownership of any kind. So like land or home or mobile home. I mean, anything really. So this is pretty substantial for us. So let's see, it currently has in here, so 20, 30,000, 30,000, 35,000, 37,000, 39,000, and 40. And we actually bumped this up a little bit because of the interest rate in our savings account. So I'm just going to make sure that... Sorry, I'm looking at my book. Alright, so there's 39 still in there. And then... we're actually going to add to this, so let me just take this out really fast. So let's see, we need $200, $250, $270, and then 5. All right, so we did earn a little bit of interest, even though we did take out money last month because of December. So now currently it should have 20, 30,000, 35, 37, 39,000, 39,000, 100, 200, 250, 270, 275. So $39,275 in Proyecto, in the project fund, which is awesome for us only being on one income right now. I don't know if any of you recognize my voice because I didn't have that many subscribers in the first place. But I did have a channel in 2021 at the beginning of 2021 when we were also at one income but just newly married. So that's pretty fun if you guys can recognize me. I believe it was under Impacted or something along those lines. Impacted or the Simple Budget, something like that. But I thought it was funny how like I started this channel again when we were on one income, so that's pretty cool. All right. Alright, so now I'm going to be counting how much we just unstuffed for, I think it was from, I think I started this from like Sunday, because we did go over budget quite a lot in December, which I will go over, but I just wanted to do this first. Alright, so this week between December and January, since January started on a Wednesday, wow, so that's pretty crazy for it makes it interesting for budgeting, let's just say that much. So this week we spent 1,000, 2,000, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 212, 214, so $2,214 this week is what we spent. So I'm just gonna put this to the side, and I'm also going to put that to the side. So now we're gonna get into the rest of this month. All right, so in December, our budgeted income was $28.40 from my job, and we actually got a little bit over, which is great for a household that's lower income right now. So it was actually $28.62 so a difference of $22.43. I think there was a little bit of overtime in there, which is nice. Plus with the holidays, it's great to know that I have a full paycheck. So renta was the same, rent was the same, sustento was a little bit over because of the holiday season. We did not budget for that. So it was $400, that's what we budget every month. Just due into our situation that just started basically in November. My husband left his job, so it was $400 for food or sustento, and we actually spent $648.11, so a difference of $248.11, which, like I said, isn't too bad for the holidays. Electricidad or electricity, originally we budget for $150, but since we know what the budget is, we know what the bill is before the month starts for the next month, it makes it super easy for us to just put the number down, as you can kind of see in January. So on electricity, it was only $83.38, which is great. It's also very temperate here in Arizona, so that's what makes it super nice. So $83.38, no difference there. Internet's always $90. Renter's insurance, which is always $29, so it's $29, no different. DoorDash is $9.99, doesn't change. And then this is where it kind of gets interesting. So celebration, which we put holidays and birthdays and all that in there. So we through the paychecks, if you saw, we did add $500 for Christmas and then $150 for us to just celebrate. And we did go just slightly over, so we budgeted $650, and our actual spending was $694.36, which was only $44.36 over budget, which we did do a decent amount of things. We went to a ballet, we visited my in-laws, and we got gifts for everybody in our family, so at least that we were able to, you know. So that was really, really nice. So we got all of that for basically under $700. And then also we had an extra spending in carro, which is car. Well, it's not really car in Spanish. It's like slang for car. So we didn't budget anything because we knew we were going to take that out of savings regardless. But it was $328.60 for the car and then also for the gas. So really not that bad for basically 5 days. So that was all over budget at $328.60. And then we budgeted in general for $120 for the rest of it, which was amor, casa, and salud. Amor, which is love, casa, which is home, and then salud, which is health. 120, and we overspent by a lot. This was also to do with the fact that my husband did want to have me buy more clothes because I don't have a lot of clothes. I'm hyperly minimal, so I was just running out of clothes basically. So he was really nice and he said we could basically just get some clothes for myself, and it was just really nice. We went to Target and a couple of local stores around here, so it was really, really cool of him. So that was $955.43 all together, and that also includes a little bit more spending for just food because we did go out a lot more in December. So we overspent by $835.43. So we didn't save anything, nada, but we were over by $1,434.07, which, coming from where we were, this isn't too bad. Plus we do earn interest on our savings account like you just saw, so it's not all for bad, right? So now for January, the like I said, our bank, you saw that our bank was now a little bit over $800 for our buffer, and that also basically just means that we are good for the beginning half of February a little bit. So the next 2 paychecks I'll be able to save for February, which will be amazing. So, but as of right now, just a generic budget for January 2025. The income is going to be the same. It'll be budgeted around $2,840. Rent, that would be the same. Sustento is $400 still. Electricity went up just a little bit, and I think it was just a little bit cooler in Arizona right now, at least in, you know, the cities, Phoenix, Tucson. It's a little bit cool in the morning, so we did run the heat just slightly more than November. So remember, this is like a month delayed, so this was from December, so not too bad, not too bad of a difference. So $90.58. Internet is the same, and then discretionary, which we lumped in with celebration, amor, casa, and salud, we budgeted $100, and as you just saw in our unstuffing, we already dipped into that by half with just ordering pizza. So let's see how that goes. Carro, we don't budget anything, but I just leave it there just in case we do rent a car. Seguro, I'm really hoping that's the right word for insurance, but that's $29 a month. And DoorDash, which is $9.99. I'm actually going to just put already what we spent because I already know a little bit. So renta was already $20.40, so no change there. Seguro was $29, so no change there. So that's pretty much all I could write down today. And then the savings, basically the savings of like from my income, what's the cushion past our expenses right now, and right now it's $80.43. So I'm just leaving that there so we can actually see how much we save. So that's pretty much it today. I I do want to start getting like more of a groove with this channel. So I did take off my nails, if anybody noticed. So they were Christmas nails and they were coming off pretty easily, so I really appreciate you watching, and tune in for next week when I get paid again, and who knows, I might do another video talking about my goals of the year. Right now I'm not quite sure yet what goals I would individually do, but really appreciate you watching. All right, see you soon. Bye.